Hello everyone, this is the SammyClassicSonicFan, and I am here in my blue hoodie, and I've got Sonic with me, because we are seeing the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie. Yeah, so this is a pretty big event, you know, that a lot of Sonic fans have been looking forward to for quite some time, because, I mean, honestly, these movies, man, they are probably the best thing to come out of this series this entire decade, because there's Sonic fell out of my pocket, that's okay, because there's not really that much else to look forward to aside from, you know, things that are coming out like later this year, possibly even next year if they delay it. But yeah, Sonic 2, you know, I have a lot of memories of playing that on the GameCube. I mean, obviously it's a Genesis game, but the GameCube is what I played it on most of the time, and now I have it on like a billion different platforms, because that game has been ported to a lot of different platforms. Yeah, and I am meeting some of my friends here to see this movie. Oh, and there they are. Hi there.
Sorry, I paid for 3 tickets.
Oh, yeah.
I almost bought.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, Bowser. I mean, Justin. I got used to calling him Bowser Man. Yeah.
Jenny.
Yes, indeed.
I have tickets. I have 3.
Okay. Yeah.
So theater 1 on your left. Okay. Look, is she coming?
I got my Sonic and Knuckles pin here.
Nice, nice.
We're matching pink shirts.
That's awesome.
This is
Oh, yeah.
After the movie, you should take a picture. So there's our theater right there at 1.
Yeah, I probably will
I
take a
got
picture.
the special Dolby Cinema.
Oh,
So we can
sweet.
have a cool sound.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the best way to experience it. Yeah, I look forward to seeing what kinds of Easter eggs and surprises that they have in the movie.
I really hope at the end there's something really cool.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. They have to have that at least like teased. So yeah.
CD if you really want.
Yeah, Sonic CD for sure. I mean,
Well, luckily the movie doesn't automatically start at 4 because, you know, there's all those previews and stuff.
oh yeah, true.
4 o'clock, that's when all those... Oh, there's Sonic Cup? Maybe after the theater movie, I'm gonna go and buy myself a Sonic Cup. What about you? Are gonna
Do they have Sonic cups here?
Yeah, I saw some kid walk by with a Sonic
Oh, I
Cup.
think I can see it over there. Yeah, I might get that too, honestly.
But I think we get Sonic and Tails.
Yeah, that would be cool. I could even just get one now. I mean, if we're in line, and that way I don't have to see the previews, because I don't care about those.
I normally don't buy drinks. How about I get Sonic Pikachu?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He brought his plush.
I almost brought my Metal Sonic.
Oh, awesome. That's right. I remember that. That is a cool plush.
I put like my blue and orange eyeshadow for Sonic.
Oh,
and
yeah. I can see it. Yeah. All right, fellow I mean viewers. I'm going to pause here, but yeah, I'm going to enjoy this movie. I know I'm going to enjoy it because I've seen non-spoiler reviews. I haven't spoiled anything, and a lot of them had good things to say. So
There's a 7.1 on IMDb, so we're gonna get a movie.
yeah, that is a good score. So there you go. Plus, I mean, the 7.1 score could just be because of like some critics who don't really understand Sonic that much. So
But you understand.
exactly. That's why I'm here, folks. So all right. Hey everyone, I just left the movie, and right now I'm going to be doing a mukbang while I review the Sonic 2 movie. So yeah, can you guys believe it's already been 2 years since I reviewed the first Sonic movie, and now we're already reviewing the second one. Well, it feels like it's been a while since then, but I'm just saying, like, wow, am I right? So yeah, and yes, I'm doing a mukbang. I've been manipulated again, so you can't really blame me for that, because just remember, it's your fault. You did this to me. So yeah, I have like pretty much a lot of the things I've had in mukbangs in the past, like a baked sweet potato, baked beans in here, in a spoon to eat it with, obviously. And I have a banana in this bag, and an apple in this bag, and I have cottage cheese, which I've also had in past mukbangs. It's high in protein, low in calories, only 90 calories per half cup. Pretty sure I've gone over this before, but yeah, it's very nutritious. Highly recommend it. Great for, like, if you're trying to lose weight or bodybuilding or just whatever. It's great for anything, pretty much. Anyways, yeah, let's dive into this meal and dive into the review. I'm gonna bite into this sweet potato. Oh, I got this Tails sippy cup. I got this Tails sippy cup because I need some kind of souvenir to commemorate this experience. So yeah, also he watched the entire movie with me, and my friends too. He saw them. I'm not making that up. I have friends, okay? Drinking Diet Coke because that's obviously the healthy option. Diet soda is definitely good for you. And anyways, yeah, so my thoughts on the movie. First of all, let's just talk about the experience, right? The experience was great. I watched in like a Dolby cinema. You might have heard my friend Tessa mention that. Yeah, we watched in the Dolby cinema, so that, having all the surround sound and all that really, like, enhanced the experience. And just watching it, like, with, a bunch of people who are enthusiastic about it, not just my friends, but even just, like, seeing some of the little ones, like the next generation getting excited about Sonic. That's what I want to see, because it's like, I want Sonic to just be something that only, 20 to 30-year-olds enjoy, yeah, so it's good to see, like, the little ones getting excited for it. Like, I'm excited about this sweet potato. So, yeah, as for the actual movie itself, I'm going to start off, like, not talking about too much spoilers, but probably, like, midway through the review, I'm going to have to start talking about spoilers, because there's some pretty heavy stuff that happens. So, yeah, I could perhaps, like, put a caption, when I start getting to spoilers, and then that's, like, your cue to click off the video if you care about that, or you haven't watched the movie yet. Yeah, so, we're staying lean here, if we're gonna do a mukbang, you might as well do it the healthy way, that's the way you want to do it. You don't want to be, you want to end up all, like, fat and gross, like, eating fast food all the time. There's no nutritional value in that anyways. Like, you're just gonna end up being more tired than you were before you ate. Stupid. Anyways, that's besides the point. We're not even talking about that. Yeah. So, I'm taking another sip of this. I got the Tails one, because Tails is my favorite Sonic character besides Sonic, and you know what, he deserves all the love and, admiration that he deserves. Like I just said. So, sorry, it's just sweet potatoes are so good. Yeah, let's talk about the actual movie. There's a lot of comedy. There's a lot of funny moments. I mean, the first movie was also really funny, but I would say, like, the jokes were even funnier in this one. Especially because, like, it wasn't just Jim Carrey style humor. There's also, like, humor with more humor with, like, Sonic, just him, being his goofy self, and then even like it not even though, like, Knuckles in the trailers is, like, all serious and whatnot, and he is pretty serious throughout the entire movie, but I mean, at the same time, there's some moments with Knuckles where it's funny, because I mean, he's kind of like just not used to how the outside world is. You can tell he's kind of been sheltered, and it's just kind of funny seeing him interact with other characters, and pretty much all the other characters from, like, the first movie are in this one too, like Donut Lord, Pretzel Lady, they're both in it. They have actual names, by the way, like Tom and what's Pretzel's lady's name? I keep forgetting. But yeah, they're back. They have a very integral role. They aren't like, I mean, they do sort of have a B plot going on, but it still finds a way to, like, connect with the A plot in the end. And yeah, so they aren't just kind of, like, forgotten in this movie to make room for, like, Tails and Knuckles and all that. They're still very important. So yeah, in case I was kind of worried about that, but yeah, that didn't end up being the case, so that's good. And yeah, and and also, like, Robotnik's assistant, what's the guy's name? I can't remember his name, but he's, like, really loyal. Like, he's really devoted to Robotnik. Like, I didn't think he would still be loyal to him after he was gone for, like, a year. So yeah, he's got some commitment. And yeah, and just all, like, the references to the games. I'm gonna get into that too. But yeah, man, this was a really good movie. Like, I really, I think having, like, Tails and Knuckles there really, like, made it feel even more like a Sonic movie, and it sort of like made things interesting by like, Sonic and Tails not having known each other before, but they almost, like, immediately, like, hit it off and become best friends, and that's actually sort of how it went in the games. Like, Tails' backstory in this movie is very similar to how it was in the games, being from, like, a village or whatever where he didn't feel, like, very accepted. Very relatable. That's actually, one thing that I like about Tails, that he's relatable, and and then he ended up finding out about Sonic. Maybe this counts as a spoiler. I don't know. I mean, it's just Tails' backstory, I guess. But yeah, and he found out about Sonic because of, like, the sonic boom explosion thing that he did when he was running around the baseball diamond in the previous movie. So yeah. Oh, dang it. A piece of a sleepy tail dropped, and now it's got hairs in it. I have to pick those hairs out. Get out of here. It's disgusting. I know who these hairs are from, too. It's from my dog. I think I got most of it out. Well, hairs are made out of protein, so it's not all bad, I guess. Anyways. yeah, so, and so yeah, and they just immediately hit it off, and I really liked that, just seeing their, friendship blossom and everything, and it really did feel like, a classic Sonic and Tails moment. It felt like I was, watching them, watching like the video game versions of Sonic and Tails interact. It's feeling more like, they're basing this off of the video games, even though, totally separate universe, totally different versions of the characters, but at the same time, respecting the source material. So I really liked that. Knuckles' inclusion too, him realizing that Eggman is not a trustworthy guy, and, Knuckles isn't, like, totally boneheaded in this movie, like he is in some of the recent games. He's, like, he's very, like, traditional, and he, believes in, like, trust and all that, and he just trusted Robotnik too much. So, yeah, that's what you get for trusting him, I guess. But, yeah, oh, okay, I guess I did kind of spoil it already a little bit, just him getting betrayed, but that happens in the games too, so, I mean, yeah, so, like, sorry, I guess. But that was another thing that was cool too, like, seeing, certain things unfold, and I was like, oh, I bet this will happen, and then, like, some of the other people that were watching, like, kids and whatnot, they're like, oh, really? Yeah, so, that was, again, that experience really makes it worth seeing. Go see it in theaters. Don't just, like, watch it off the internet or something, or don't just wait until it, like, comes out on, don't just wait until it comes out on, streaming or whatever, Go see it in theaters, unless you're one of those people who just doesn't really care about Sonic that much, in which case I don't really know what to tell you, but yeah, I don't know, it's a good movie, no matter what you're into. Like, if you're a big fan of Sonic, you'll love it. If you're, like, just sort of a casual moviegoer, and you like, more lighthearted, movies, like ones that are targeted at kids, then you'll like it too. Because, yeah, it was really good. It was really good. And, of course, there were a lot of moments that were, more fan service heavy, and that got me excited. But, will I even have time to do this entire mukbang while I'm talking about the movie? Who cares, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna devour the rest of the sweet potato. Should I have the baked beans next, or the cottage cheese? I'll have the baked beans next. But yeah. Dang, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was just saying, like, it's there's something in it for everyone, So, go watch. But yeah, we can get more into spoilers now, because I don't see what the point of, like, holding back with that. So, if you don't care for spoilers, then click off. I guess the last thing I will say is, like, Jim Carrey's performance was stellar once again, and there was definitely still a lot of comedy with him, and he just ended up being really, like, an awesome villain. Even at the beginning of the movie, when he, like, escapes from the mushroom realm, I can talk about this without it being spoilery, because it happens at the beginning of the film. So, just the way he escaped from there by, like, setting all those traps for, the hunters or whatever whatever those people were. And yeah, it was funny. I joked about them like being the Babylon rogues, like from Sonic Riders. That's probably not what it was, but yeah. And I know sorry, I got thrown off a bit there. There's some people like, what are you looking at, lady? What are you looking at? Get going. Get going. All you people are judging me for eating. Doesn't everyone have to eat? Let's see here. Baked beans. Mmm. Yeah, but yeah, Dr. Robotnik, he's, you know, he's always like one step ahead of his opponents, you know, and I mean, that's how he is in the games. Even though he is, obviously, for like the sake of plot, he is a bit, you know, short-sighted at times, but otherwise, you know, he is definitely an IQ 300 person. And that shows in this movie too. So if you like that about Robotnik, then, you know, this movie is definitely great fan service for you. Yeah, I'm gonna drink the tomato sauce in here. So there's a bit too much tomato sauce. It's hard to find the beans. I want to see the beans. Baked beans. Also high in protein. Bit more sugary, but I mean, that's a fine trade-off for me, because I don't want to eat if it's just too bland, like normal beans are. Very good. Very good. So anyways, let's talk about spoilers now, because that's why you're all here. Nobody wants to just see a regular old, boring old Sonic 2 movie review. That's why I'm doing this mukbang, you know, because like nobody else is doing that while reviewing Sonic 2, well, at least not that I know of. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm the only one doing that, but let me know if you guys want to see more mukbangs. Maybe I can just do this for my channel from now on. You know what I mean? Like, cause I don't know what the heck gets views on YouTube these days, you know? I don't know if people want to see what this old man has to say anymore. This old man, this 23-year-old man, I guess that's old now in internet years. So yeah, you know, and there are definitely some emotional moments with Sonic and Tails. I did talk about his backstory a little bit. Also just Sonic wanting to protect Tails, and Tails sort of has like a similar character arc in this movie that he does in the games, like gaining more confidence, you know, because he was just thinking like, you know, he could relay some important information to Sonic, but Sonic, you know, feels like he needs Tails' help. And he ends up, of course, needing Tails' help. I mean, he is in the movie after all. But Tails is just doesn't really have much faith in himself. And, you know, it was really cool seeing Tails, like, gain more confidence throughout the movie. And, you know, it was just refreshing because, I mean, they kind of stopped giving Tails character development after, like, the Sonic Adventure games, and it was just really cool seeing that again. And just seeing him back in action with Sonic, not just, like, relying on his technology the whole time, he was also, you know, helping out. I mean, he is the brains, of course, that is his main thing, but, you know, also, like, his ability to fly is really useful, and, you know, just the part where he's, like, carrying Sonic away from the avalanche, you know, like, doing the Tails copter thing, like, from, you know, the classic games. That was really cool to see. It's Tails carrying Sonic like that, like, just takes you back to old times. It was, like, you can tell you know, I mean, there are references to even, like, the adventure games in this movie. So, don't think that it's just them paying homage to, like, you know, the classic Sonic trilogy. You know, there's also, like, for instance, the temple that they go into, it's a lot like Mystic Ruins. And there is also, like, a little Sonic Adventure Easter egg, like in this dance scene that they do in Siberia. So yeah, I liked that. But you know, there's just a lot of, like, respect to the games in this movie, and that was one thing that surprised me about the first Sonic movie. I thought that they would just kind of, like, make it loosely based off the games, which was sort of the case, but I mean, you know, I was surprised at how many Easter eggs there were in that, and it's the same thing with this one. You know, they are definitely, like, you know, you can definitely tell they made it with the Sonic fans in mind. And then there were just some parts where I was, like, literally jumping for joy, like, jumping around in my seat like a little kid, like, what the heck is this grown man doing? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, I said I'm getting into spoilers now, so, yeah, Super Sonic, man. Like, I knew that was going to be in the movie. You can't have a movie called Sonic 2 without Super Sonic, which is the game he freaking debuted in. So, I saw that coming from 6 kilometers away. That was a little joke in the movie, Robotnik said when he was betraying Knuckles. He was like, I think it was like, if you had the same intellect as me, you would have seen that coming from 6 kilometers away. Anyways, yeah, man, I was so euphoric when that happened. Like, cause, I mean, you know, it was kind of cool how they made the Master Emeralds kind of, like, created from the Chaos Emeralds, whereas it's a bit different in the games. Like, the Chaos Emeralds are coexistent with the Master Emerald. Like, they're sort of, you know, interconnected, whereas in this movie, they're, like, literally combined into a single, just the Master Emerald. But then the Chaos Emeralds get broken out of there, and Sonic goes Super Sonic. And we should talk about Robotnik's little power-up, too. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting him to become, like, a freaking god. I was like, wow, that's something that's never happened in the games. And it's something I've always thought about, too. Like, what if Robotnik, like, found a way to, like, you know, make himself as physically powerful as Sonic while, you know, still being, like, intellectually, you know, superior to Sonic. And you know, this movie delivered on that by, like, they sort of added their own lore to the Master Emerald, like, making it, you know, making its power have the ability to, like, manifest people's thoughts. That's something that's not really in the games, but I thought that was cool for this movie, because, like, Robotnik, like, literally constructed the Death Egg. Well, it wasn't really the Death Egg, I guess, but he did make the Death Egg robot out of the Master Emerald energy. So he literally just thought it into existence. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, and yeah, Super Sonic. So, and then, like, when Sonic, like, reverts back to normal, you know, Tails said, like, something interesting. He was like, you've become the most powerful hero in the universe, but you just gave that up. And then Sonic was like, yeah, you know, I just want to be an ordinary kid, I guess. Which was sort of like, that was, like, Sonic's character arc in this movie. Like, he was sort of torn between, like, being a hero who could solve anything, and like, he was torn between that and, like, you know, Donut Lord telling him, like, hey, you're just a kid, you know, you need to slow down in life. And that's something that a lot of people, and me being included, experience that at that age, like just kind of wanting to grow up too fast when it's like, life's too short for that, So if anything, it's like I don't even feel like a grown-up still, I mean, I kind of am, but at the same time, it's like, hey, I embrace like my childish side a lot. So I mean, clearly, like this is what I'm doing, doing a mukbang. I guess is that really childish though? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you watch my Nikocado rant, I did say it was sinful, but I think as long as you're like skinny, it's not really that sinful, because I mean, the Bible does say that, like, being lean and fit makes you above, conventional morality. So yeah, I think it's okay that I'm doing this, you know what I'm saying? Especially since it's like a healthy mukbang. So this video is already 26 minutes long. Well, I guess that's like mukbang length usually. And then, okay, so let's talk about the post credits. Post credits. So Shadow. Yeah, like right when he said, cuz they showed like the government the FBI officers doing more things in this movie, and I was thinking, like, why are they focusing on them so much? And then in this post-credit scene, it like all clicked. And then like right when he said, oh, we were deleting all of the data about Dr. Robotnik, or did he say deleting? Maybe just like looking through it. And he was like, and we found something from 50 years ago. Obviously, Robotnik's not that old, so he's talking about something else. The Gerald Robotnik, who's obviously Dr. Robotnik's father. I mean, not father, grandfather. And that's most likely the character they're building up. And that would definitely, like, put him in a more serious light, because, I mean, most of the time, Robotnik's kind of a comic relief character, so it'll be kind of interesting to see him like learn more about his grandfather and act more like a big time villain, you know what I mean? And then Shadow, they revealed Shadow. He looks really cool, he looks just about how I'd expect him to look in this art style, but still good. That reveal, that also had me, like, jumping out of my seat. I was so excited. Yeah, like, I definitely predicted it, though. I predicted that they were going to, have him in the next movie, but I didn't think that they would, like, actually reveal it in the post-credits scene. So, good job, Paramount. That was... well done. A well-done way to get people hyped for the next movie. One thing I'm worried about, though, in the next movie, because Jim Carrey said that he's retiring from acting. I really hope, like, that he at least just does one more movie. Like, please just do one more movie. I get it. I'm sure acting is really tiring. I don't even know if I could do it, but if you have it in you, man, just one more movie, please. Like, I don't want this movie to not happen. Like, it can't happen without Robotnik in it. Like, it wouldn't make sense without him. So, please, do this for us. For us. Please. No, I'm eating a banana now. So, what were my overall thoughts on the movie? Great movie. I mean, there were, like, some times where the humor was, like, a little bit, cringy, like for instance when Robotnik did, like, the floss dance. It's like, come on, they use that joke in the previous movie. Like, was that really necessary? But aside from, like, minor nitpicks like that, and maybe just focusing on the B plot a little bit too much, like all the things with Pretzel Lady's sister. I mean, it was still funny, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, I don't really want to see this as much, you know, but, I mean, I guess that's just their way of, like, making it a movie for everyone, not just for Sonic fans, so I get it, but, I don't know. But overall, I mean, yeah, obviously I'm not gonna say, like, this movie's as good as, like, Spider-Man No Way Home or something, or, like, the Batman, but, I mean, this is a totally different thing from that, you know? Like, this is Sonic, not, I'm gonna lick the lid, in case that's, weird to anyone. I like the tomato sauce, so, but, yeah, you know, like, as I said, if you like more lighthearted movies, especially if you like Sonic, go see it. I would have to rank this movie as a 9 out of 10. That is what I'm rating it as. I don't really have many, like, major criticisms. Like, I can't think of any. So that just goes to show. There were some times where, like, the CGI looked a little bit, like, not bad, but just, like, you know, clearly, you could just kind of tell that they were a little bit out of place. I mean, I don't want them to look realistic or anything, but I'm just saying, like, you know, they're clearly cartoon characters in a realistic setting, you know? It's been done before in plenty of different movies, so it's not like a fault or anything, but it's just like, you know, if you're somebody who isn't, like, as interested in CGI heavy movies, and this probably isn't something for you. Personally, I don't mind it that much, but yeah, it's just something that, you know, like, it's just, it definitely, like, it's definitely noticeable. I know, I don't even know why I'm pointing that out. It's not even a real criticism, honestly. Oh, there's cottage cheese on here. I'm gonna lick it. Let's eat this cottage cheese real quick. Let's see. Probably gonna end this soon because we're already over 30 minutes in, so don't want this to be too long, you know what I mean? Cottage cheese is good. I know some people say they don't like cottage cheese. It's good. It tastes like cheese, but, like, softer. It's not as fattening. So, what's your problem with it? Huh? But yeah, I've been looking forward to this movie for over 2 years now, because, I mean, it was confirmed, like, right after the first Sonic movie came out, so, yeah. And, you know, I waited all this time to release Sammy's Adventure 3, because I thought, like, man, wouldn't it be cool to, have it released, like, right around the same time as Sonic 2? I mean, okay, it wasn't, like, I didn't do that, completely by my original intention. I said that was going to come out in June, but, you know, obviously, the post-production took way longer than I thought, and I ended up having to do a lot more things than I expected. So yeah, not making that mistake again with the fourth one. I'm definitely going to, like, be a lot more careful with how I, like, announce things and all that. But, just know that it's happening. I am making a Sammy's Adventure 4. I already, like, finished, writing the story for it, so it's definitely happening. And almost everyone's on board. I'm trying to figure out, like, who's not going to be in it or who is going to be in it. All that. So, just, trying to figure that out. But, yeah, and, go watch Sammy's Adventure 3, by the way. Sammy Classic Sonic Fans Adventure was the video I made just before this one. I spent a lot of time working on it, and so did my friends. So go watch it. I put effort into that. Alright? Only has like 5K views so far. Where the heck are the remaining 666? What am I saying? Is this making me stupider? Is that what you're doing to me, Kajis? Anyways, where are the remaining 65,000 of you? Huh? Yeah, I had like a... Did I forget the number 60? What the heck, Kajis? I thought you were good for me. Maybe nothing's good for you. Maybe I should just go breatharian. I don't know. But yeah. What was I talking about? Yeah, just go see that. Go see that. Please. Please. Yeah. I swear, if this video gets more views than Sammy's Adventure 3, I am done with the internet. I am done. I'm done. Like, really, you want to see a mukbang more than a feature-length film that I actually, put a lot of thought into and effort? Pitiful. Pitiful. I would spit at you, but, that would be gross. So. Especially with all this food I've eaten. It's gonna, like, put a stain in my car. Can't have that. Especially since I spilled flour in here last year. You can still see it. Because I couldn't get it all out. Yeah. Obviously, nothing can really match the hype of a Sonic the Hedgehog theatrical movie, though. You know what I mean? So. Sonic is in a league of his own. And we got that Mario movie coming out later this year. I'm really curious as to how that'll be, honestly, because I don't know what to expect at this point. Aside from, I don't know what the characters will actually sound like, so hopefully good. Hopefully good. Alright, I'm gonna start eating this apple. I'm probably gonna end this video, actually, because, I'm just eating an apple, who really cares? This is, like, the last thing I have, so. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you all go and see it for yourselves. Hopefully my review was enough to convince you. If just watching the trailers wasn't enough convincing already. Alright. This has been the Sammy Classic Sonic Fan. Sayonara.